teacher's lounge. This is a real fire. This is not a drill.
Summer Smash Espresso.
To make unnecessary journey.
Hello and welcome back to Cruise News. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Bob.
Our story today is about a recent blizzard that just hit Syracuse, New York.
The last storm that hit upstate New York was the Buffalo Blizzard of 2022. It was a 4-day blizzard that dropped 51.9 inches of snow, almost 5 feet. That storm knocked out power for over 100,000 people, paralyzed emergency services, and plunged the area into frigid temperatures. In the end, about 50 people were killed from the storm.
Wow, what does that mean for us and that with the storm? Over to you, Stuart.
Hey guys, it's so cool out here right now. I hope everyone at home is nice and toasty, unlike me. Now if you look around me, the visibility here is super low. That's kind of what happens with blizzards. There are these crazy winter storms that happen during cold seasons that are defined by low visibility, frigid temperatures, high winds, and snowfall.
How do these storms form, Stuart?
That's actually such a great question. These storms are... Oh, sorry about that, guys. These are some crazy winds. Make sure to be careful with strong gusts of wind. Continuing on. Blizzards are front of cold Arctic winds that sweep down from Canada. It's a combination of moist, unstable air, meaning the freezing Arctic winds and snow. But how does it become so moist? These systems pull water from lakes and oceans thousands of miles away, straight into the storm. Back to you guys.
There's a few things you can do to stay safe. One, stock your food pantry with non-perishable items. Buy water bottles in case pipes freeze and stock up on your medications. 2, prepare for emergencies. Create an emergency kit, get some kind of generator or power bank, charge your electronics while you have power, and get some flashlights and batteries. 3, protect your pipes and allow them to dry slowly so they don't freeze and burst. Seal all doors and windows and cracks to prevent cold air from getting in. Lastly, please stay informed and stay safe. Bob, are there any laws that might help with cleanup after the storm?
In case you're wondering about how the city or government might help protect us, here are some laws that help ensure our safety. The state of New York has no laws that determine our protection from blizzards. However, the federal government does.
The federal government has a few laws that help with cleanup and keeping us safe. In 1988, the Stafford Act was created to establish a procedure to approach disaster management. In 2000, the Disaster Mitigation Act amended Stafford Act, focusing on pre-disaster planning. FEMA, or FEMA, began requiring hazard mitigation acts. In 2018, the Disaster Recovery Reform Act increased FEMA engagement with local governments to help with disaster response and prevention. And as of recent in 2021, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act increased the regulation for buildings to better prepare for disasters.
These laws are the reason we have salt trucks and people who help de-ice the streets, as well as send us supplies after the storm. Let's see what's going on with Stewie out there.
Alright, I think I see someone walking down the street. We're going to try and interview her so we can get her thoughts on the blizzard. Alright, follow me. What's your name? Sorry to bother, by the way.
My name is Jalissa. What do you want?
Why are you out here? What do you do for a living?
I teach high school and I'm schlepping there now.
Art school's closed?
Girl, bye. For this tiny flurry, this isn't enough to cancel school.
Well, what's your thoughts on this blizzard then?
Well, it's certainly more snow than we've been getting. That's for sure. It took me 10 minutes to move all the snow out of my door this morning.
Well, I already see so much snow, happening. Are you worried?
I mean, a little bit. But we get lots of all of the time, and this is a little bit more than normal. If this goes on for too long, the snow might pile up and trap people in their homes. As long as people stay on top of their shoveling, I think it's fine.
Alright, thank you for your time, and now back to the broadcast.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Stay warm, Lucy.
But Bob, tell us a bit more about blizzards, since Stuart is taking shelter now.
Sure thing. Blizzards generally happen midwinter. However, they are much more common in the northernmost states. As climate change increases, though, storms are moving further south. For example, in 2010, areas between Illinois and Virginia got hit with a huge blizzard that dropped over 20 inches of snow. They called it Snowmageddon. Then, the Great Texas Freeze a few years ago that killed over 200 people. Experts predict stronger and more frequent storms as climate change progresses.
Yeah, for realties. The impact of climate change on blizzards might be kind of cray. Climate change is going to lead to more moisture from increased temperatures. That said, increased amount of moisture is brought in from the ocean and the storm, which makes snowfalls and stronger winds.
Well, that's it for tonight's segment. Good night, everyone.